What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
Podcast time.
Oh yeah, it is podcast time. As always, I'm producer Dange, welcoming you to the Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. Hope your day has been amazing no matter where you're listening from. And especially if you just woke up. If you're listening to this at like 7 a.m., I hope your day will be amazing. Today on the show, as you would have heard yesterday, Underdogs is back. We love Underdogs. It's an opportunity for kids who have been mistreated or left out to get on the stage in an arena in front of a huge crowd and just be celebrated. This time we're going to John Cain Arena with Melbourne United. They're going to hear the roar of the crowds there. And today on the show, we are inducting our first underdog for the year. You're going to hear Mila's story. Her mum will come on, talk to Fifi, Fev and Nick about it. It's emotional. Get the tissues ready. You also hear from Mila herself. All right, you enjoy the show and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
From the north to the south to the east to the west, every morning here on the FOS. Fifi, Fev and Nick, where everybody knows your name.
On with the show.
Fifi, Fev and Nick. Fifi, Fev and Nick.
Welcome to the Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. Thanks to Carlisle Homes. Better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit carlislehomes.com.au.
Yeah, morning. How good's this? A Wednesday already. Have we stayed cool, Fifi, Fev and Nick? Good morning, guys.
That was yuck, wasn't it, yesterday? That was... it was felt like a medical emergency. Like I was saying to my girls, I've never said this in their lives. Girls, we're conserving energy. Stay down. Don't move. There's no exertion of energy.
Yep.
I want you both
Lay
on the
the
couch,
cold tiles.
lie on the
Yep.
floor. Sweet. I felt
Yeah.
like it was... Yeah.
I did a bit of the, hey, turn the, like if you haven't got a light, don't put your lights on for no reason. If you're out in the lounge room.
Keep it dark.
We'll just turn things off because I didn't want the power to go out. Because it's
Well,
like
no.
if everyone keeps it on, it will go out. I know it went out across Victoria.
When I because
I
I
was
was
just like,
laying, I
ooh.
wasn't even on news. I disconnect. I wasn't
Yeah.
connected to anything other than Roblox with the kids. And when Aizen said his power's out, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
power. And I started to panic. I'm like, if our power goes out and there's no air conditioning,
Mate,
I don't know what we're doing.
I
But
thought the same thing.
For the ones that have been left behind, it's time we pick them up. Fifi, Fev and Nick's Underdogs.
Yes, it's one of the best things we do,
Yeah.
and we love it. We're doing it for a few years, building teams of underdogs, and that it all started with just recognising that some kids do it tough and they unnecessarily. You know, life is about fun, particularly when you're at primary school, being
Yeah.
included, having mates, and there are too many kids in Melbourne that don't have that sense of belonging. They can dread going to school, often bullied, left out, and remember, being excluded and not being invited to things is its own way. It's a different form of bullying, but it's just as debilitating for some kids in primary school.
It all stems back, Boxy, when we did a thing, it would have been maybe 9 years ago with Logan.
Yeah.
He didn't get invited to a birthday. No one turned up to his birthday party.
Yeah.
And
Poor
we did,
thing.
and we went to Rod Laver where the tennis is now, and we filled that place out, and there was so many kids in a similar position. And I remember, I will never forget the time where you and I were standing there, and two mums were crying. They were bawling their eyes out, and we were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And their son and daughter don't talk to any other kids. They had maybe they had autism or they had some sort of disability. And their kids ran off and they spoke to each other. It was the first time they'd ever seen their kids speak to someone. And you and I were like, oh, and it's so magical. And there were so many kids there. And then this is what this has come from.
Yeah, and often we do find that when we do the underdogs and when we're at the event, it's the parents bonding because it's parents going through the same
thing.
things.
Yep.
But we have opened our registrations if you know a kid that you really think could benefit from this, and they honestly do. It gives them a newfound sense of confidence going back to school. And this is going to be huge. Sunday, Feb 15th, Melbourne United are taking on the Illawarra Hawks at John Cain Arena. And our underdogs are going to be playing at half time. They're going to be celebrated by the crowd. So register now, fox.com.au. There's a registration page.
Yeah, if you want to buy tickets and be a part of the experience and cheer them on as well, tickets at Ticketek now.
Big
That
game.
will sell out because it's a huge game as well as our Underdogs being there, so jump on there quickly.
Now, we are going to induct our very first member of our Underdogs team for 2026. And we are going to speak to her mum right now, Eleni in Wyndham Vale. Hi, Eleni.
Hello, how are you?
We're
Oh,
good.
Eleni, we're good, and we are very excited, firstly, to meet your 10-year-old daughter, Mila. But can you tell us a little bit about Mila?
Yes, so I just wanted to let you know that I'm very nervous and I might cry. So,
Oh, this is a safe space. That's
thank
we're
you.
here for you, Eleni.
So yes, Mila's 10 years old. She is neurodivergent, so ASD level 2 and ADHD. She is often, well, she likes her teachers but dislikes going to school, so often battling with her to even get her to school. And then once I'm picking her up, you can physically see her face change. She bawls her eyes out. She just tells me that the kids are treating her horribly, or they're making fun of her because she does a lot of vocal stimming, which tends to be animal sounds. So they'll call her weird and things like that. And she obviously gets really upset by it. And then she thinks everyone hates her and she just wants to be normal like everyone else. And yeah.
Oh, Eleni, I can't even imagine as a mum. One, you've got to send Mila into that environment, so you know she's going to get judged, she's going to get teased, and she's not going to get included. And then, yeah, to want to just keep her home, I absolutely can relate to that
You just
feeling
feel like
of
wrap
protect.
them in bubble wrap, you know.
I know, and you
just
just
send
want
them
to
away.
protect them.
Especially when it's young. So with the animal, is that like a tick? With the animal sounds?
Comforting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, it's like a soothing thing. So when she gets like really anxious,
Makes her feel comfortable.
yeah, so she'll do like, it's like really loud bird sounds, and it's very loud. Like
Yeah.
you can hear it from very far away.
And then, Eleni, on that, you can understand children, primary school kids might react to it. So you can't even
Exactly.
blame
Yeah.
kids because it's
No,
like that's an
and that's
environment
the thing.
where they're just being kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the age as well. Like girls, they're going through so much, and it's hard for all girls at that age to understand. And then she's just so much, she takes all of it to heart as well.
Oh, of
Um,
course.
And then, yeah, she'll break down, and she's like, no one likes me.
Oh, and these are formative years. These are years where, Eleni, you want Mila to have confidence in herself and
Absolutely.
acceptance of herself. And that's what's so great about our Underdogs team. It really is. And that's what team sports are about. Not all kids are into sport, but just having a day where Mila can be part of our team, and we're going to accept her with open arms, and she's going to be with other kids who are all going to be on her team. We would love nothing more than for Mila to be one of our Underdogs, Eleni. Is Mila
Thank you
there?
so much. Oh, she is. But I just wanted to say before I grab her for you, we were listening to the radio. It would have been last year, and she heard about the other. Like we were listening to another mum, I'm pretty sure, talking about her situation, and Mila's like, "Oh my God, that's like me."
Aww.
And I said, "Yeah." I said, there's so many children out there that are feeling like you feel, you're not alone. And I think it's different when your mum tells you versus when you hear other people
of
talking
course.
about it. So I just want to thank you guys for doing this, for not just for my child, but for so many, children out there that really need this, and they need to feel included, and they deserve to feel included. So thank you so much.
Oh, Eleni, well, thank you for nominating your daughter, because we can't wait to meet Mila. Can we speak to her?
I'll put it on the phone. She will talk your ear off. Yeah.
I love this. She said.
Yeah. Say hello. Don't put it on speaker, okay? Hello.
Hi,
Hey.
Mila. It's Fifi, Fev, and Nick here. You're on the radio.
Hello, everybody that's listening to me on the radio.
Yay!
Hey, Mila.
Hey, Mila, we've got a big favour to ask you. Would you please be part of our Underdogs team?
I would. Last year I was listening to it and I really wanted to.
Well, you're the first person on our team.
Yes, Mila, you're the
Yay.
first team, and we're going to fill it with lots of other teammates for you, okay?
Yay.
How exciting. Have you
Well,
ever been on a team before?
No, not really.
Well, this is the first.
And do you know what, Mila? You're going to be playing at John Cain Arena for a big Melbourne United Illawarra Hawks game. The whole crowd will be cheering for you.
Yeah.
How good is that? And if you want to be a part of our Underdogs team, fox.com.au is the place to go.
Yeah, okay, Mila. Well, we're going to meet you in a few weeks, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Oh, what
you.
a legend. All the kids at school now are going to be going, oh, my God, that's Mila that was on the radio. She's
I
a
know.
legend.
What a superstar. Hey, you can benefit from being there, cheering these kids on as well. Tickets at Ticketek, and you can see the Underdogs, Melbourne United, Illawarra Hawks, 2:30 Sunday, Feb 15, John Cain Arena.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
I've had a full circle moment, guys. So here at radio, obviously we work here on the Fox FM, which is my dream when I got into radio many years ago. I left school, and when I was at university, I was studying at Swinburne Uni. I was studying a commercial radio.
Yeah. Did you call it wireless or radio back then?
Radio.
radio.
And at the end of it was a certificate in commercial radio, and at the very end of the year, there was a presentation ceremony. And
How do you get the certificate? Do you have to beat the bomb or?
no, you do the course, complete it all.
Okay.
And
I did that too.
at the end of
Yeah, me too.
at the ceremony, all the general managers
Yep.
from regional radio stations, well, not all of them, would turn up. And it was actually really lovely because they would be, you hope they would employ you.
So it's like a draft.
And there was a man, and if anyone in radio remembers him, he was the general manager of, at the time it was called 3TR in Terralgan. His name was Jeff Rudge.
Oh, Rudgy.
And I won the
Joffa.
Copywriter Award.
Oh.
So that's a commercial. I was writing commercial ads, and they gave me the award for the best commercial ad writer.
When you
should
told
do-
me copyright, I
Okay.
thought you were the best at taking out the forms. You know, when people take it out of the copywriter here?
No, not. I didn't take
Photocopy.
the photocopies
Yeah,
out of the tray.
You're the best deliverer.
I wrote commercial ads at uni, and they said, you can win that award. So Jeff Rudge, 3TR Terralgan, he came up to me at the ceremony and he said, would you like to work at 3TR? And I said, yes, I would absolutely love to. So I went, the very first radio station I worked at was 3TR in Terralgan. And they are now TRFM.
Oh, yeah.
And they're one of ours, aren't they?
Yeah,
we're owned by the same company.
Yep.
Now, in big news this year, we, Fifi, Fev and Nick, not only do the breakfast show now, we are on nationally in the afternoon from 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. Well, that's an early evening, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? So,
Well, it's bedtime
Driving
for
you
you.
home, mate.
how is this? Somebody sent me the TRFM website. So
Oh.
back then I was the copywriter writing commercials, wanting to get on air. And now I am finally on TRFM in
You made it.
Terralgan.
You're there. Well done. You
Finally.
made it. You made it.
You
I
made
had
it
to
on.
get
Full
to do
circle.
breakfast at Fox. I had to do lots of things to
Yeah.
finally get a job on air at
Yeah.
TRFM.
You've
And
done
you're
it.
finally there. You've done it. And it's amazing because a lot of other radio stations say, oh, we're national. We all are. We're there too. We just don't brag about it. But you always talk about your time down there in Terralgan.
Yeah.
And
I did leapfrog actually from TRFM, 3TR at the time, to 3GG.
Yeah, 3GG.
Gippsland, feeling good right across Gippsland. So I was really
How did-
covering
how did
Gippsland.
that go?
Well, that was a step up for me because
no, like
I
how
did
did
some...
how did it go there? Like,
feeling good right across Gippsland. 3GG, Fifi here for your afternoon. But I was toying with Fiona too because I was.
Yeah, you don't have Fiona.
My name is Fiona Box. But
What?
friends call me. You didn't know that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I've always been Fee or
Fi-
Fifi.
yeah.
And
I must say, Fiona, Brendan, and Nicholas is quite a catchy name.
Oh God, we'd be straight off the radio. Fiona, yeah, I didn't know that either. Hey, I did some digging, and the beauty about radio is, they keep cassettes. back in your day. So
They
I went
were
down.
actually
I
cassettes.
went down to the dungeon, and man, I'm scared of spiders. And you should have seen all the dust on these things. They were.
They've been down there for a while.
Man, it had like 1872, 1940, 1960.
Yeah, give us a call if you're a part of the gold rush.
Yeah, and it was like I found some great audio, and this is one Fifi box down at TRFM, just voicing old ads.
If you venture down to Franklin Street, Traralgon, be very wary because you might find pets, paws and claws. No, don't worry. It's a pet shop where you can find a special furry friend. You're not coming out with me in those daggy shoes.
But they're the only ones I've got. I can't afford any more.
Oh, stop complaining. Look at these great shoes I picked up at B&N Shoes in Sale. For fabulous food and great value, you can't beat the Morwell Bowling Club. Buy any main course and soup and dessert are free. Plus, there's a self-serve salad and vegetable bar.
Geez, you've come a long way, I'll tell you.
Sorry, and I am actually going to pick myself up even more. I didn't just voice them, I wrote them.
Oh, did you? Because you're a
That was my comedy
copywriter.
gold.
Well, that shoe one was grim. That was a look into a grim marriage. I can't afford shoes. Shut up, idiot. I got you some.
The
Put
first,
these
part
on.
of, the first part of that ad sounded like one of those 1 o'clock in the morning ads.
What about my high voice too? I was quite high up here.
Oh.
It doesn't stop there because we all know the famous Fox FM street teamer, Stick Maribo, handing out his icy poles.
Yeah.
But one Fifi box was also a street teamer.
Hello, Fiona.
Hello, Trev.
How are you?
Oh, look, I'm fantastic. And I tell you what, Trev, today, call me the milkmaid.
Well, I asked, how are you? Where are you, milkmaid?
I'm in Moe, a car full of the new toffee with Big M.
That's good stuff, isn't it?
Fantastic, Trev. It's the best Big M to come out in a long time.
Why did they have a peg on your nose? Why did you have to do it with the peg?
I don't know.
I'm down in Maui today, Trev.
Maui with a whip, big M's.
After I give out the big M's, I'm actually in race 5. I'm number 6. So back that. It's paying $3.20, Trev. Fabulous.
What happened to your voice?
Oh,
Did you have a cold or something?
No, I don't know. I was.
Can you block your nose and do it, please? Put your fingers on your nose.
No, I don't.
Come on, we can all do it together.
I don't know what. It must have.
Fev, stop it.
Trev, bad news. I've had to reverse parallel the car and I'm stuck. I don't know what's going on, Trev.
Leon! Oh, there's no Leon yet. Leon!
Have we had enough? Have we had enough?
No, we haven't. This is like a steak knife ad back in the day, and there's more.
Fee would have written it.
And then Fee, you actually do. You brought this segment over to Fifi, Fev, and Nick because you were a gossip reporter.
Oh, before celebrity news, guys. Yeah. Well, no, I had a crack at it. I didn't last long.
Well, let us listen.
Crash Cafe, you know, the cafe for Elle McPherson and Claudia and all the chicky babes. He was driving past and there's this massive billboard of, I think it's like Elle's torso, just a bra and panties. Yeah. And he was so distracted by it, he veered onto the sidewalk and killed a 13-year-old girl.
Oh.
Isn't that just horrific?
Thanks for that, Fifi. Let's get back into the countdown. Number 2 song is Pash by Kate Sobrano from 3DD.
And that was just about the end of that segment.
Yeah, I see what's happened there.
Person on the billboard. Oh, isn't that horrific?
Hey guys, I've got a bit of news here. Elle McPherson and vehicular homicide. Well, Fifi.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here!
Yes, I'm a Celebrity. He's on at the moment. It's great viewing. It's all the sort of celebs, D-grade celebs, people that need a job, people that have run out of money, need to make some cash.
Redemption.
Who's in there?
Sort of redemption.
You know anyone in there?
Yeah, my daughter. And I said to Mia said to me, hey, should I do this show? And I go, bro, just take the cash. It's easy. You're in there for 3 weeks. Who cares?
Yeah, it's a trip.
Mate, she's putting that in the bank and she's struck while iron's hot.
Well, that's it, because Mia's so young. I reckon there's 2 levels. There's the young, and then if you're a bit older and you're going in, it's redemption.
Yeah.
It's the, like
me.
we talked to George Colin Barras about it yesterday. He got to tell his story.
Which was great.
Without a journo twisting it or a media handler. You just get to go in and then everyone goes, I always thought this and now I think this of you.
Yeah.
You were the first to do it.
I was the OG.
You weren't crying though, were you? You were just laughing about it.
I cried once when I got a letter from the kids.
Oh, that's different.
But you know what? Can
that
I
killed
give
me.
you credit for this too? I said this yesterday. Maybe I said it off air, not on air. I think it's funny now that so many celebrities or their agents would probably go to the producer. We've got to get you
they
on
search
this,
for it.
and you've got to do your moment. So they've
Of
all
course.
got a moment.
Yeah.
It's where they tell their sob story.
Yeah, the creek, they walk around and go, am I on my mark? Beautiful. I've got ADHD.
I've got depression. I've got that. Ours was more natural.
No, but I was just going to say to you, yours was organic,
Yeah.
and I watched back then. I was actually watching the show, and when I watched you do it, it was just you were just being you, and the stories were just coming out, and
Yeah.
you started to go, "Oh, he's not what I thought."
Yeah, I remember when I was...
You didn't sit down and do a big moment.
No, I didn't. I remember when Morning was like, oh, the footy club, and they all threw you under the bus. I was like, bro, no. I did it. I drove that bus over myself. And it was more organic back then. Now, you're in there for 40 days.
Doing
and everyone's
you saw
going
what
in there.
happened to Fev. Let's
Yeah.
turn our lives around.
It doesn't work for everyone. You got to be natural. And some of these people aren't.
What happened last night?
Well, last night, now, it's only happened a couple of times in the show where a contestant, if you utter the words, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
You leave the camp. Now, there was Bernard Tomic. He was probably the first one to go. He got his meal and then left. Remember? Like, he was in there for 2 days, got paid his meal and then left.
And wasn't that his contract?
That was his,
to make 2 days.
Make
he
2
gets
days.
the meal.
He got his meal.
Wow.
Anthony Mundine, he left. That was a fight he couldn't win. Kerry-Ann Kenley.
Why did Anthony Mundine
He just
leave?
couldn't. He had enough. He's like, get me out of here, man. This is tough. Kerry-Ann Kenley, she left.
Yep.
That was a bit of a controversy there. Little Frankie from Malcolm in the Middle.
Who was Kerry-Ann fighting with? Oh, a chick from Maths. That's
yeah,
right.
the maths, yeah. And then Malcolm in the Middle's Frankie. Yeah,
He left. Why?
He left because he wanted to go back to car racing. Because I think he had a race on, so he only went in for a certain amount of time. Because he's a NASCAR driver, which is an amazing thing. And then also Mel Buttle, your mate and good friend and
Comedian, Ripper comedian.
Bo Ryan, he left as well.
Bo Ryan left.
Yeah, Bo had enough.
Why did Bo leave?
Because he couldn't handle. He had enough.
Mel's my favourite though because she left after a few days. That was when it was during lockdown and they were filming on the Gold Coast and she saw a snake and she was like, "What? Oh, there's snakes."
I'm done.
She's from Queensland.
Yeah. Well, Bo was,
she knows there's snakes.
I think it was the same. Bo was in Queensland too because he snuck a phone in. Apparently, he snuck a phone in and he left. He had enough because he got his phone taken off him. But last night, Deni Hines said those words.
I want to leave the jungle because I can't. It's been 6 days. I can't do rice and beans again. That'll plug me up again. I refuse to sit in that long drop more than 5 minutes, and I know that when it happens, it's going to be longer than 5 minutes, and I'm just not going to do it. So I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. I want to go to a real toilet, please.
Amazing. She left because she couldn't poo.
That is an exit.
It's an exit.
Well, it wasn't an exit. That's why she had to leave. Yeah,
she's all clogged up. She couldn't go to the long drop. She wanted to go out in the bush and do one where nature is, but they wouldn't let her. And she said, I just can't get it out. And it took me back, which is an amazing way to leave. But I think there was a little bit more to it, Boxy. She was a bit, she was fighting with everyone in the jungle. And they were all pretty happy she left. It was literally, she walked out and it was like, you know, when people leave and everyone cries and, oh, my God, because you do get really close. And if you haven't been on the show and you look and go, how are they so tight? You're literally 24/7 with those same people and you just get close. And that's how the stories come out.
I heard Nath Valvo say as well, there's no clocks in there.
No, you don't know what time it is. You got to look. You got to work it out yourself.
Yeah, well, the sun, and he said it's a weird control thing. They don't tell you what time it is, so you end up just
that does your head in.
Yeah,
and I used to annoy everyone because I'd look at the sun and go, oh, it's about 11, and they'd be like, how do you know that?
You'd
I go
be annoying?
because I'm like, I can read the sun, and they're like, they thought I could literally read the sun.
Great,
and I'd be like 3 o'clock, mate, and I wasn't far off because I can sort of read, you know.
Yeah.
Brought up on the land, man. I can read that stuff.
Brought up in Narry Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the land.
By land, does he mean footy field?
Yeah, the land
It is
of
technically
Australia.
land.
So she couldn't do a poo. And it took me back to when I was on the show. And I remember the late, great Shane Warne. He had a challenge where he had all this stuff mixed into a smoothie and there was a rat. There was a big fat rat and they put it in there and they put it into the mixer and had a little smoothie and he had to drink it. And he couldn't go. And it was 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. He went 10 days without going to the
What's
toilet.
the rat smoothie got to do with it? That's what blocked
He
him up.
reckons
do you
that's what
think?
blocked him up.
Got it.
But he could not go, and they were giving him laxatives and everything. He was laying there going, oh, and his stomach was getting, like, you could see his stomach needed to go, but he just couldn't get to the long. He was in the long drop. He couldn't go.
But don't they have a medical team? Like, surely they can give you a laxative?
They did. They gave him everything. He was taking laxatives. It just would not go. And then I reckon it was about day 10, and I think it's on the actual audio when you watch the show. And he walks off. He goes, I think it's time, guys. And we're all clapping him. And then all of a sudden, about 10 minutes later, you hear, oh, it's out! It's out! It's happened! I have done a beep! And we're all like, we're all roaring. Yeah. And mate, you should have seen the big guy come in. He walked into the camp and he looked
slightly
about
smaller guy now.
10 kilos lighter. But
I thought he would have yelled, how's that? That'd be more. Yeah. I love that you clapped him in like he's on a hat trick.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
I don't know what's going on with me and my household, but we just keep adding. We're at the point in life where, people leave. Our kids are adults, 2 of them. We've got more adults in our house than we do children. So, they leave and that's like, off you go, fly away and be yourself and live. But I like people coming in and staying. So we've got a cat, a little fur ball. And it's strange because we've got this little cat. I don't know what it is. It's a ragdoll. And it's a beautiful little cat, little honey.
Looks cute.
And Lenny was all over it. One of the things, I went away, brought the cat. Now, Lenny's now allergic, so she can't have it in her room. Toby's allergic. She has to wash her hands all the time. Everyone's sneezing. I think I might be. I've never sneezed more in my life. I just, I don't know if it's that or the vape that I'm sneezing from because I keep sneezing. I don't know what it is.
Well, I haven't heard you sneeze for 6 years, so I can't assume it's that.
So I think it might be the cat. So it sleeps in Lulu's room.
Unless you've got a pepper-flavoured vape.
And finally, at the age of 26, we booted Mia. We wanted her out that much. We sent her to the African jungle.
Yeah,
she's gone. So she's.
You're 26. Get out of here!
Leave the house now. So she's gone, and she doesn't know this is happening. So she's going to melt because she thinks that she's always going to come back. So she's moved into her own apartment. Now I'm involved with the AFLW at Richmond. Every other coach has been sacked, and I'm still there. I don't even know if I've got a job yet, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you don't check your emails, so there's a chance you've been fired. You just don't know.
No, I check. I'm not like you. I check my emails. So I've been training the girls over the summer. I've been there a fair bit because they've got to keep up their skill work and their if you stop playing footy for a little bit, your muscle memory deteriorates and you've got to get your quads going. And so we've been going out and having kicks, which has been great. Been good for me.
You showing footage of me at the Legends game? Hadn't played for 20 years.
I mentioned you and they were like, who? And I'm like, 4 disposals.
100% disposal efficiency at Marvel.
They don't know. But that's okay.
Don't respect greatness.
Well, they're young.
Right.
They're young. They're young. They don't know. They don't even know.
Shame.
They don't even know I played. I have to literally feed it down their throats.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I probably won't born
and there's
when
a lady that
flying.
looks after all the. She's like a player welfare, her name Mills, and she said earlier on late last year, she said, I'm involved in because we did the draft, we got the number 1 draft pick, we got a couple other drafts, and they're all interstate, so we've got to relocate them, and we've got to get them into a house, we've got to get them into a share house or a family, we've got to find some, but we're struggling to find someone. So being me, I just said, well, I've got a spare room, so if you get a chance, if you can't find anything, I'm happy to take without consulting with Alex or the girls or anyone. I'm just like, yeah. Why not? And then I got a call last week from Mills, and she said, maybe we had a chat late last year, and I said, yep. She said, we're just struggling a little bit to find some places. We might have some places here, but it might be like a month or a couple of weeks. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. So I said, yep. So I am getting the number 1 draft pick, Olivia, I think at Marans, I think how you spell it. Walmaran. She was the number 1 draft pick, so we traded to get that. She lives in Perth, just turned 18, and she arrives tomorrow, and she's going to be living. I've got another kid.
Living temporarily or living permanently?
Once she lives there, and I spoke to the other girls about this, she's not going to want to leave.
Of course. I was going to say, you've ruined her life. Her first share house is grouse.
Yeah. She lives with her family in Perth, and she's a young kid, and she's the same age as Lenny, sort of, and almost Lulu, so she's got girls there that she can hang out with. And it's not the first Richmond player I've had in my house. I looked after another one when Mila was dating Daniel, and they won premierships, so this is a good thing.
Just thinking, though, because it is a great thing, and you're a coach, and in many ways, obviously, it goes without saying, a role model.
Yes.
So as a role model,
well,
I don't think you can now sit on the recliner all afternoon drinking beer.
No.
Because
but he will.
I don't know that that's good role modelling for this young upcoming AFL star.
I'll be cooking her. I'll be like, do you want some Wagyu tonight? What do you need? I'll be cooking her different meals, and the other kids will get jealous. I'll be like, hey, I've got the footballer in the house now. You kids don't exist.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
Now, I'll tell you what, it is fun to be friends with Brendan Favola because so many people in life that will ask, what's it like working with Fev? And I say, a lot of people in life will say, oh, you should meet my friend. They're random or whatever. But they're really not. You hang out with them enough. But you truly never know what you're going to get from Fev. And Monday afternoon, I was with my kids and a bunch of their friends and some school parents. They were having a big barbecue in the park. And one of the school parents' sisters was there. And she said, I actually went to school with Fev. I said, yeah, she's a pretty lady. I said, Fev will be rapt, hear this. And I said, which one? Because apparently Fev went to about 9 different schools. He got in a lot of trouble. And she said, Hallam High. And I went, oh. And she said, you've got to ask him about a teacher from high school. I don't know if I should say. Yeah, I'll just say the name. There was a teacher, Mrs. Bellotta, that would always tell him off for kicking a footy in the courtyard. And Fev would always say, Miss, I'm going to play in the AFL. I'm playing in the AFL, so I'm going to practice here. And they're like, you're not allowed to kick the footy in the courtyard. You've got, Miss, I don't care. I'm going to play in the AFL. So I
said it a
Fev.
bit like Jonah, though.
Huh?
Miss.
What are you doing, Miss?
What are you doing, Miss? Oh, you got the hoss for me, Miss.
So I'm at the barbecue, and I said, you know what? I'm going to send Fev a text. Mrs. Bellotta from high school, I'm with a friend of yours from high school. She just told me a story about you getting in trouble for kicking footies in the courtyard.
He did send me a text, and it went for like that long. So it was, I read the first 3 things. I was like, whatever, bro.
Then I see ding on my phone. The phone's on my thing. Ding, Brendan Favola. And I'm like, oh. And we're talking about, she said, what an incredible life Fev's had. Got himself in trouble, turned it all around. One of the best players. We're just talking, having a great laugh about Fev. Ding. Brendan Favola. She said, did Fev text you back? And I said, yep. And I open it up, and it's need this $1.50 horse to win to get this multi up. Watch it get beat. It came second.
It did. It lost.
Follow up a few minutes later. Don't know who that teacher is. Clearly wasn't listening in high school.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
A lot of kids going back to school today, so the school lunches. Oh, a shudder went up my spine. Ooh. That is one of my. Look, I know I'll miss it one day when I'm not making school lunches, but I make them at 4 a.m.
I don't know how you do it, bro.
Before I come to work, and I haven't needed to do them the past week, so I get like an extra 20-minute, half an hour sleep in. It's great.
Because I do because Alex will do the lunches, obviously, because I'm not there, but I do the lunches when sometimes our holidays don't coincide with the school sometimes.
Yeah.
And I love getting up making that, but I'm like, if I had to do this every single day, oh, God, no, thank you.
Well, it's also when you've got kids that don't like the same thing. So if you had, it was just like you're both getting the same lunch boxes. My girls, they're very different lunch boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing this up because there was a new story. You know Baby Bell cheese?
Oh, yes.
The ones in the wax?
Yep.
Well, the headline was they were announcing a major change. First change in 70 years. And I panicked a little bit because I'm like,
70 years?
What are they going to do?
My boys love them.
Well, so the change, I think I initially thought it was the wax, the red wax. If you don't know the cheese we're talking about, they're the round wheels covered in that red wax that Gemma, our producer, she eats these obsessively and collects all the wax.
In a ball.
I use it as like a stress thing. So I'll take the wax off, then add it into I had it in my locker here at work, and then it kind of started getting really dusty and got big stuff in it, so I had to chuck it out.
And ironically, I hear that and it makes me stressed that I work with a psychopath.
Now, funny
and
enough,
she could take me out at any time.
It's real crazy.
When I read the
crazy
story,
behavior.
though, I did think, I would have thought they were ahead of their time because wax, environmentalists try to get you to wrap the kids' lunches in beeswax paper. I'm like, I can't.
The only time I've seen that wax is Baby Bell cheese and the top of Maker's Mark bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah. And,
the red
and sometimes
wax.
when I write letters to people, I use that wax.
Oh, yeah, you stamp
Seal
it
off.
Yeah.
Now, they're not getting rid of the wax. They're getting rid of the cellophane around the wax.
Fair enough,
that's gone.
plastic.
Fair enough, that's gone.
Yeah.
But do you
Bring
know
back
that
the straw.
on the Baby Bell cheese, and I remember when they came out, I was at school, so that's how long ago it was. And I remember I loved you'd do that thing where you tear that, you'd pull the rope or whatever and it tears around and then it all comes out. And I remember I loved the experience of opening a Baby Bell cheese, but I can't stand the cheese.
Oh, the cheese is no
don't
good.
like the cheese.
No, the cheese is no good.
No.
Bro.
Like I want to,
Yuck.
when you said your boys love it, I want to love it. I love the experience of the wax opening. I love the whole, it's like a little.
Like Kinder Surprise
it's
chocolate.
Yes.
I want a toy and I'm about to eat some pretty rough stuff
No,
to get
that's
to it.
amazing chocolate.
The Kinder Surprise chocolate's
chocolate's
yummy.
the best.
It's like a top deck.
Oh.
It's like vice versa. It's two different colours.
See, if I go for cheese, guys, I eat the moo cow cheese. Do you know the triangles?
Yeah.
Boxy.
It is. What's the brand?
It's like a pizza.
Because in our family
cut
we
up.
call we
Isn't
call
it
it
a
moo
French?
cow.
Is it a?
Yeah,
It's a French brand.
Laughing cow.
Laughing cow.
It is so good.
We call it moo cow in our house.
You know how you talk about the Baby Bell? My girls are obsessed with cheese stringers.
Oh, my girls are too.
And I don't think that cheese is like plastic. It doesn't taste good, but I like
I like peeling
just
it.
peeling it off
satisfying.
and just pulling into like little bits of linguine.
Oh.
But I don't eat it.
See, I wish we didn't have that at school. We didn't have much. Actually, why were we talking about this yesterday off air on the couch?
Back to school. We're talking
Back to
about
school.
Like, no,
Yeah,
you spoke about
apricot delights. Mad Mando, our boss, said she was eating apricot delights. Now that's an old
Put on
school
her getting into
type.
fruit.
Yeah.
That's the healthiest snack Mando's ever
But they're
had.
so yummy.
No.
I don't buy Turkish delight. I eat a lot of Turkish.
Turkish
Delight. I
delights
don't
are
buy
best.
apricot delights, but when I eat an apricot delight, it is delightful.
I don't like
it
the
actually
texture.
is. 13 10 60. Let's talk school snacks because while parents are getting lunches ready for the first day back, what were the best ones when we were kids? What are ones that you're loving now that are in your kids' lunches? Because back to the laughing cow cheese in the pizza wheel, I
Right.
will eat all of those.
Yeah.
And you know that company, they make dippers. So it's the moo cow cheese, the laughing cow cheese, and then you dip little sticks in it.
Yes.
Now, I will buy a box of those and I'll be on the couch of an
And they're
afternoon
gone.
and I eat them all and I go, that was for the kids' lunches.
I love them. My mum used to put sultanas in. Oh, yuck.
Not a fan of sultanas?
Yuck. Who eats sultanas? They're
I still love sultanas.
disgusting.
I know,
I
but
used to throw them at people.
Do you know what's funny? I don't like sultanas, but I loved the box. Again, sometimes it's the
Yeah, great
event.
box.
I like the
Packaging.
Baby Bell. I like the event of eating.
Yeah,
I go,
because I used to
cute
stick
box.
I used to stick the fags in there.
yeah, Ovaltinis. Loved an Ovaltine.
My favourite was a white knight.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
That's it for today's Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. And don't forget, better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit one of over 80 display homes across Melbourne or explore award-winning homes at carlislehomes.com.au.